Hello, my name is Nina Hadaway. I'm the Archive, Library and Research Manager here at the RAF Museum. Today we're going to be looking at the air war in the Far East and considering its diverse and cooperative nature. Air power was a vital element in the defeat of Japan in the Far East during the Second World War. And the air war itself can be described as diverse and cooperative for a variety of different reasons. The Far East theatre was vast. It spanned lots of different countries and ranged from India to Japan, from China to Australia. The different terrains and the extreme weather conditions were quite different to those experienced by aircrew in other theatres, including Europe and North Africa. There is also diversity in the nature of the operations flown. These ranged from air supply to maritime patrol, from casualty evacuation to photo reconnaissance. The men and women serving in the RAF within this theatre comprised a number of different nationalities, ethnic backgrounds and religious beliefs. The war in the Far East is noted for the large number of Allied countries, including America and the Netherlands, worked together with the RAF, as well as different Commonwealth countries, including Australia, New Zealand and Canada. All of these contributed to the eventual Allied victory in Japan. And these different air forces worked together, but also there was a strong working relationship between the RAF and all of the different forces that were operating in the theatre. The consolidated B24 Liberator, on display here at the RAF Museum's London site, is just one of the types of aircraft that were flown in the theatre. Liberators undertook bombing operations and also mine laying. They also undertook very long-range sorties, which could cover thousands of miles, with some sorties recorded over 24 hours in length. These were vital in disrupting the Japanese delicate supply lines and were successful in focusing their supply efforts by sea. This particular aircraft served with No. 99 Madras Presidency Squadron and was vital in undertaking bombing operations against Japanese forces. It later served with the Indian Air Force during the 1950s and 1960s, undertaking maritime patrol. And in 1974, the government of India very kindly gifted this aircraft to the RAF Museum. The Indian Air Force was a vital contributor to the Allied victory in the Far East, with over 22 Distinguished Flying Crosses awarded. They undertook bombing operations and combat patrols against the Japanese, defending India along the Burma border, but also the northwest frontier. The 9 squadrons that were operating were known for their professionalism and bravery, and in honour of this, King George VI bestowed the prefix Royal in March 1945, and the Air Force became the Royal Indian Air Force until independence. The RAF and its allies were not just in combat with Japan. The weather, flying conditions, terrain and disease also caused the loss of many aircrew and their aircraft. And yet it was with air power that overcame these obstacles of huge mountain ranges and wide rivers. Aircraft could fly into and out of dense jungle where narrow airstrips had been hacked out of it. These aircraft were able to support the ground forces in their operations. The level of trust between the forces had to be built up over time. During the course of the war, various issues arose, including communication, clash of personalities and resources. But by 1944 and 1945, these had been resolved, and the Far East campaign is noted for the joined-up, combined operations, which no doubt contributed to the Allied victory. The RAF Museum contains a number of artefacts which relate to the Far East campaign. These range from the large objects such as the Liberator behind me to the very small, from the official to the deeply personal, including letters and diaries of those who served. The RAF Museum's vision is to tell the story of the RAF, and the air war in the Far East is a vital element of this.